if they want to look good in the group stage. And they will start running towards the runes.
They will indeed, yes. Let's get into it. Game number 1 of Team Spirit versus Na'Vi here in the group stages of ESL One Bangkok. Both of these teams currently down 1 series, 2-0'd in both of their series before this one, respectively. So a bit of pressure now. You don't really want to be coming across pressure this early on in the group stages, but of course, you know, you need to get some wins under your belt, especially for the side of Na'Vi, I feel. Losing a series against potential underdogs, Shopify Rebellion, a team which probably most people didn't really have on their radars, that's going to set you off on the wrong foot. You know, those are the series you like. Not to be rude, but if you consider yourself a good
About to be
team,
rude.
you need to think of that team as like a free win for your team, and not as in like we're not going to prep for it or anything. But you need to think like, you know, we're so much better. Like it should be straightforward for us. And the fact that you then drop that series, you know, you need to then be like, okay, we got something fundamentally wrong, and we need to really kind of shake it up because they are more experienced on the side of Na'Vi. Not by much, but they are a bit more experienced, and yeah, I feel like they should be taking that one. So.
For legal reasons, these were Nomad's opinions and not mine.
yeah, no.
Bulba's there, just like, God.
Just saying, if I was if I was managing a team and you know, for like PUC caliber, you know, that's what I'd be saying to them at the time. You know, I'd be like,
yeah, sure.
Giving them that confidence. I mean, we know from the team talks as well that is how they like. In fact, they probably much less respectful than that when talking about other teams. Starting things off with big blocks coming out, which is going to force Satanic to last hit under his tower. Never feels good. It's tricky for a Medusa as well, but Satanic's also very, very good, so that also helps make it a little easier. Yeah, not doing badly on the first wave, getting 3 out of 4 here creeps there, despite the block under the tower. But either way, it's not really about like disrupting the Medusa's farm so much. It's more about kind of getting Boom into the position where he can farm a little bit easier. And freeing up QBFY to go and make stacks as well. Because of course, when you're playing with that Beastmaster, you gotta make sure you're getting them stacks. I mean, one over at mid, it's La versus Sanctity. This is the Templar Assassin versus the Invoker. Sanctity very well known for his Templar Assassin gameplay, so I'm expecting to see some a bit of showmanship here.
I'd like to see the TA go for a more aggressive build, right? Like the idea of like Blink, Shard, Dragonlance, this type of like every time you get an item, you're trying to force it. And Drought actually dies in top lane. We did not catch that, but it's okay. And also QBFY dies in top lane.
Okay, bottom lane actually.
Oh, bot lane, sorry.
So a kill on both of the side lanes.
Of course, our observer is a massive Na'Vi fan, so he will try his best not to show when Na'Vi dies to ensure that the coverage looks as even as possible, even as we are currently winning the laning phase.
You'll see him switch to fancy points if the last hits on net worth looks too bad for Na'Vi as well.
Yep, there it is.
But yeah, Shad just getting a little bit caught out. It can happen into the Muerta Dawnbreaker combo. A dead shot back into a Starbreaker is just kind of death.
Yep, always the way. And it's not what you really want to see, right? Like when we think about Drow in this game, it's like how quickly do you get to, say, like Manta or Hurricane Pike? Like, what's your first item you buy? But I'm expecting the Drow to be at least semi-active in this game. I don't want it just to be a complete farm fest like we were mentioning. I think there are pretty cool opportunities where Drow can showcase her sidestep facet. But for now, a little bit of a pressure getting applied.
I love sidestep. It's such a fun facet.
Yep, it's very good.
Just zipping around inside that multi-shot. Especially late game when you get like loads of movement speed.
And the real question is, do you think Shad will go for level 3? Will he put a point in Gust, or will he just go for like his normal damage build? I feel like if there ever was a lane to get a point in Gust, it would be against Dawnbreaker, right? Just like completely destroy Starbreaker, prevent him jumping on the Celestial Hammer.
It depends how much you want to play into the lane, or whether you want to kind of just like go jungle, you know? If you're just like playing this lane until you can have an excuse to leave, then you probably don't put a point into it. If you actually think you can fight up, then
maybe on level 4. 3s are probably a bit early, but level 4 I could see it being there in Sanctity. You know, they're trading blows in the mid lane. What's refraction? What's eaten through? But...
1 second. Yep, has it back again.
Oh,
And QBFY have
QBFY
come in to just secure this with water rune as well, which is very nice. Uh-oh. He might have to trade his life for it. Sanctity's trying to come in. He pings out onto Lal. Says, hey, we can get a kill here, but nice dead shot. Gonna disrupt. Is it gonna do enough though? Lal right clicks coming on through, and they will kill off the Invoker. QBFY did die in the meantime as well, so move on to Rue, and Rue will fall. Damage coming through from Sanctity as he's able to take down both the Invoker and the Muerta.
So, yeah, nice rotation there from the Phoenix to kind of save what could have been a pretty disastrous play there.
Yeah, good TP across from Kaori.
Now Muerta's back top. But Shadow, he needs to be careful here, of course. His supports went to mid lane. He's on top by himself. There is a window which he can die.
Oh, and they're going to see it here,
jumped.
immediately jumping in onto Shad. And Shad is gone. Great call from Tigo.
Thank you very much. I've been in that position many times as support where it's like, I go to help mid lane, my carry doesn't respect it, he feeds, and the game gets weird.
Just the one last hit, though. Just from the trees. They'll never see it coming.
Yeah, unfortunately for Shad, it's like your small camp's available, right? And it's like, that's the discipline that you need if you're trying to, you know, progress yourself from like an online qualifying style carry player to being like a consistent LAN type player. Like, I think other carries there wouldn't have hit that creep, wouldn't have stayed. They'd have respected the fact that, you know, TPs are available for Spirit. They'd have walked to a small camp, pulled the camp, maybe even farmed the camp behind the tier 1 tower as well on the top side. But to kind of stay in that position, it is just opening up for punishment. Especially because he doesn't have a point in Gust. So, yeah, a lot of layering here, but Shad getting punished just a little bit. And something we didn't really mention is the fact that Lion, like, he TP top to then save, to then Twin get it back to the bot. So now Lion's completely off the map as well because of the carry death, right? It's this is like one little error that really compounds into many more. The 6-minute rune Sanctity does get the haste rune. Of course, neither mid laner really utilizes runes too well. They're not active spirit heroes. Of course, maybe an Invoker with a haste can run around and put an EMP down, but yep. Neither hero excelling from it.
Yep.
Farm-wise, relatively even across the board. No real, neither side really taking some crazy lead.
Yeah, I think kind of as expected. Like, maybe on paper I was expecting Na'Vi to pull ahead a bit. Just a couple of favorable matchups here and there. Hasn't really happened so far, but that's okay. I'm not expecting either of these teams to fall too far behind at this point, so we'll keep playing it out. It's going to come down to those rotations, and with Team Spirit having just kind of tanky heroes in the side lanes and the Dawnbreaker available for the rotations, I feel like we're going to hit a slow spot here where Na'Vi just want to hit their timings. And
yeah, for sure. I think the speed of play really boils around Boom and his Helm with Dom timing, right? He's a recipe away from it. And then also the TA, right? Will she go for Blink? Will she go for like Dragon Lance? Like, what's the build she'll go? But they're the two key timings that Na'Vi will want to use in the early game.
Lol, moving up on top lane here. Sees.
They're wrapping around. Hurry.
They're going right on the tower for this one. Oh, okay. Tornado going to completely disrupt things. That's absolutely fine. They'll kill off Kaori regardless. Lar just securing the kill for himself.
It is just critical to make these plays.
Oh, they're returning though. Immediately jumping the water and okay.
That was the haste rune he got at 6 minutes, by the way. That was like a really hold. All right, use haste rune. Now it's about to hit 8 minutes. That was a...
I love how they just like ran in as 3, really quickly killed the Western, just immediately ran away again. Now we have another engagement taking place here as they move forwards onto the TA, and with Malik coming down from the heavens, they're going to absolutely secure that kill. So no expense spared in killing off Sanctity in the middle lane.
Nice, it's a nice move there, respecting the rune timings and making sure you're ready to punish if they do go into the river. 2,000 gold lead on the Spirit. Like, it felt relatively even, but every time you make a move away from Medusa, she will just creep up, right? 70 CS on her compared to the second place of 43 on Beastmaster, right?
Wow.
It's like, she's about 1,000 gold ahead of the Drow Ranger.
Yeah, that's no joke.
Absolutely crushing it right now. Well, that was a nice deck shot. Pew.
Yeah, I've learned to just like not single out any player at being good. That's just the standard of monitoring competitive play at the moment. Everyone's just really, really good at this hero now. I blame Tofu.
Oh, we can blame many position falls.
I blame Tofu.
Fair enough. The cool thing as well is Kaori, back when he was like dominating on PSG Quest, often he just wouldn't get shoved out of the tower, right? And he'd be able to live at the tier 1 tower, he'd keep kill the creep waves, he'd farm up like an extra 1,000, 2,000 gold. But nowadays, like with people using twin gates more, really trying to punish early on, we're not seeing that kind of like greedy position 5 being able to like prolong a tier 1 tower's life too much, right? And we kind of saw it here. He showed himself top level 5, he insta dies, tower's gone.
Yeah. Malik trying to go for him here, but there is going to be a Lion nearby to cancel out that TP, allowing them to get the kill. And Malik will indeed be falling. And a little chat coming out from QBFY as well. It's down to the bottom side. Boom, realizing that there might be some heroes headed his way, but he doesn't really see the path out, unfortunately, so it might just be slowly clicked down here. Raw's going to come out, trying to buy himself the time, but Lyle coming in from the sidelines. Oh!
That's a pause and a half.
Yeah, not really going to matter so much. I mean, that tornado.
All right, we'll do it. Okay, we're going to do a Dota trivia just to test the MMR of Twitch chat. Will the tornado hit? Press 1, 2 if not. If you press 1, then you've shown that you are a herald. Gotcha, we found him.
Raw's going to come out, trying to buy himself the time, but Lyle coming in from the sidelines. Oh!
That's a pause and a half.
Yeah, not really going to matter so much. I mean, that tornado.
All right, we'll do it. Okay, we're going to do a Dota trivia just to test the MMR of Twitch chat. Will the tornado hit? Press 1, 2 if not. If you press 1, then you've shown that you are a herald. Gotcha, we found him, boys.
Oh, because they felt the need to validate their knowledge. Meanwhile, real professionals.
Wait, are we talking about you or the?
What? You said 1 if the tornado will hit.
No, I don't know. It was bad.
I was trying to save your bit for you.
Nah, it's fine. It's all good. I don't know. I panicked.
It's okay. Hey, it's all right.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna look up Twitch chat. Let's see if anyone typed 1 in like a 2-second bit. Twitch. Where's the Ember stream? There you go.
Wow, this is a deep play onto Kaori here. I feel like this is punishable if Na'Vi want to TP in heroes, and they certainly do. Lyle going to be pretty much a freebie here. I don't know what that was. I'll be perfectly honest, guys. Okay, let's go for a really tricky play where we clearly don't have enough damage in between a tier 1 and tier 2. I don't know. Maybe was there something else at play here? Something. Maybe I just underestimate the damage if the spells if they're in range for them. I'm not sure. Either way.
Ooh, okay, this is it. This is the early game moment though for Na'Vi, right? The blink is now complete on the TA. Beastmaster's trying to rally his team with the Dominator. They have pretty good tools to poke out Spirit, right? Like you can hit a Roar into a hero, force a Solar Guardian, then disengage, look to take the fight after. So we'll see if they are to utilize that or to continue farming.
You know, I think Helm of the Overlord should be able to build into yet another yet another helm, which allows you to take over players. Just them games where you
have
mids
spoken about this concept for many years, and it's always fundamentally broken.
No, only on your team though. It's just in case someone's running it down or dropping items, or you know.
Oh, I see.
Just take them over. Yoink. I'm sure that's the only purpose people would use it for.
You could just, yeah, sure. I feel like the griefer might just rush that item instead. Haven't you just opened up a better tool of griefing?
But then they have to farm for ages, and then by the time they're done farming, you're like, the game's pretty close, and they're like, oh, you know what, I'll play. It's a trap.
I see. Bang, got him.
Yep. Some big stacks here. Over in the Radiant jungle. Malik very impatient, just coming to farm them straight away. Not gonna. Oh, he is. What a doubter I am. I should know better. It's also got the solar charged facet rather than the gleaming hammer. See, cooldown reduction. Very, very strong.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
If you get like a moon shard, is a moon shard basically an octarine core and doing this?
I mean, along those lines, as you farm, you do get your spells up quicker, right? So,
Yeah.
not to say that's a build, but
No, it sounds like
logically.
a build. Sounds like a T-Governor
cooking.
approved build.
Oh, Satanic with the illusion bait. Oh, that was
it's
beautiful.
nice. Yeah, it's very nice indeed. And Boom is going to pay the price. Great
So
kill
he-
from Team Spirit. Very deep.
He popped Manta, sent one to jungle, and he had him and his illusion just AFK in the lane, basically. And Boom was like, oh, look at these illusions, he can't micro, and then bam, instant response.
Great
Like,
play.
Rory going off map.
Yeah, going off-roading a little bit. That will save his life. 2 Wisdom Runes gained by Team Spirit as well. It's really starting to look bad for Na'Vi. Not much coming together for them.
They need to play around their Beastmaster. They have a blink on TA, but they're yet to use it, right? They just know in the back of their minds, it's like, if you go for a jump, then there's a Solar Guard you have to respect, then there's the Tornado MP from Invoker you have to respect, or a Stone Gaze. Like, there's so many defensive tools built into Team Spirit's lineup that Na'Vi's aggression is very scripted, right? We've already mentioned how Beast has his items, TA. Like, there's not layering to Na'Vi's aggression. It's just very face value. Wherever Beastmaster is, that's where the fight will happen. So Spirit just play around it nicely, and it's also why Na'Vi probably are second guessing every move they're making, because they don't want to put too many resources, into a move, to then lose that position, and then suddenly Medusa's got an extra 2,000 gold, right? It's kind of like a balancing act, but I would argue Na'Vi are doing too little on the map. They are kind of really giving Spirit everything. Like, there's too much respect right now from Na'Vi.
Yeah, way too
You
much.
should argue that you're waiting for the Helm of the Overlord, right? It is about 200 gold away.
Trying to get
And
the nine,
Boom's
not
also
gonna
getting run
happen.
out again. Lars back down here. Tornado, EMP.
They need to help him, but no one's going to be even remotely close by to help out. So Boom is just going to lose his life again. They get middle tower, they get the kill on Boom at the same time. Team Spirit just being ultra efficient with their plays because they're just not being punished.
No, not at all.
There's nothing to stop them from wanting to do this. And like, sure, Lal is like super poor because of all of this. He's been playing so active and making plays and stuff. That's absolutely fine. He's got 2 teammates who are just farming their little pants off, having a great time.
I mean Malik's playing it the correct way, right? Oh, back
Yep,
to mid
like
lane.
this.
Now jumps in.
Flying on in again, like there's a half-hearted attempt to try and save Sanctity. Not going to work. They'll lose Kaori as well. Team Spirit just continue just taking whatever they want. We'll see QBFY. QBFY trying to make his way out of this one. Should be able to chase. I mean, they're not super interested in him. They can get the lane instead. Looking to see if he can start this fight with the Cold Snap Tornado.
Dire's bottom
Boomer's got to be so careful here. If he dies before this Helm of the Overlord's online, then it's not going to feel good.
Ooh, his 4th death of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. He has the money, but he can't get to a secret shop, so he's just sitting down here awkwardly being like, can we
bottom tower is under attack.
have access to this area, please?
And it's gonna be a butterfly Medusa in like less than like a minute. That is.
Yeah. That doesn't feel great as we move once again onto the Templar Assassin. Sanctity just getting so low, and we'll be losing his life.
Nice tornado.
Yeah, great catches. That'll set them up for QBFY. It'll be the second death in the middle lane. 2
They're just
more
doing
brought down.
nothing.
Where is Boom? Where's his Helm of the Overlord?
Yeah, it's not even Boom at this point. It's just. I think we're 5 minutes past really having to critique it. Like, the mistakes aren't happening now. It's happening, post laning phase, right? Like when we see some moments appear, like it never really came to light. We've not really seen Phoenix Egg underneath Beastmaster pressuring an objective, protected by the Drow Gust or the Lion Earthspike. Like, there's been no layering. Everyone's just farming, and in that farm, Invoker, Ogre, Muerta just constantly looking for that next kill, constantly trying to whittle down their positioning. So, like, Na'Vi had a pretty brief window to try and create some opportunities, or the issues in their draft will come to light. And in that moment that they may have had, they squandered it, and we're, of course, are going to capitalize on it. The quality and the caliber of this team, they won't give you any breathing room. And you go from one highlight to another, and they're dead.
It's going to be Shad dead again in mid lane. I thought it might be able to get Shad out of there, but no, once again, just nothing. Oh my god, what happened to QBFY?
He died, mate, didn't he?
Oh, okay. That explains a lot.
No worries.
Yeah, this one might be another quick loss for Na'Vi here.
Potentially. Most likely.
Definitely. It's TA steps up again, but this time gets a blink away. Okay. Sancti's like, haha, fool me 4 times. You shall not. Indeed. Dear God, yeah. I'll just trying to counter shove into Boom as much as possible as well.
13,000 gold 20 minutes. Like, I'm looking at the items of spirit. Okay, hold on, wait.
Hold.
They might get him. They got him.
They slaughtered Lal. The man who's given up his entire game for his other 2 cores goes down. Where was the Solar Guardian? Not off cooldown, unfortunately. Supports, they don't care. Poshka, he's fine in Midas. It's the Wild West out here. It's getting crazy. This is a Midas on the way from the Poshka, by the way.
Yeah, it's a very one-sided game. Like, why not go for Midas? In a closer game, go like Solar Crest, but in this game...
Oh, if he dies just as it's coming in. This is what all Ogre Midas purchases deserve. Shad's trying to fight up on the high ground. He's like, you've got a butterfly. This is basically an even fight. I don't know if this works out for me.
To be fair, this is one of those matchups where it's like Eastern Europe is so dominant at the moment that, again, to remind you, 3 Eastern Europeans out of the 4, out of the 4 invited teams to this event, 3 were Eastern European. That's better in English. So, for Na'Vi to qualify, they didn't have to go up against any of like the Goliaths of the region, right? Like, there was no Spirit, there's no BB, there's no Parrot.
Nope.
Arguably, 1W is obviously the strongest out of the rest.
Yeah, maybe VP, but they had issues.
No. The VP nowadays not so much, right? So it's like out of all the teams, it's like Na'Vi only really had the best like one big team. So it's kind of exciting to see what it's like them against other teams in the region. But yep, and they now kill Beastmaster. So unfortunately for Na'Vi's sake, their big showing of like Eastern Europe versus Eastern Europe is this one-sided.
Yeah.
We are going to see some more replays.
This is the Tormentor steal we just watched.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
It was pretty nice. It's always the small plays that make difficult games feel slightly better. Oh, I'll leave him alone.
You just take my Tormentor. How dare you? You have fly gun, but they're looking to throw out some shots here, but unfortunately it's Rue who can just ulti and TP. That's exactly what he's going to do. Shadow Sanctity can't do a darn thing about it. Move forward onto Lal instead. Lal. He's good. Just going to run himself way under the cover of invisibility. Oh. Hello.
So,
Finds a room with the better anime. And yes, indeed. Just Roshan o'clock. My Poker, Satanic and Malik getting to work on the big boy. This is why you're feeling like Sanctity can kind of farm a little bit further out of base. Just go hit some creeps.
That's pretty cool. Sanctity, Satanic is going for the Angsbird, like we just highlighted. A little bit additional control, right? It's your stuns aren't perfect in this game, so when you see a Drow out of position, lock them down for that brief second, enable the dead shot to pull on top.
Yeah, it's really nice, especially with the shard as well. Like, usually when you see the Ags but just the shard will immediately follow up as well.
Against Lion and Beastmaster, they initiate on Medusa, suddenly they're going to get instantly stone gazed up, and
Yeah.
they're going to be in a large spot of bother, but the net worth of Drow plus TA is pretty much barely above the net worth of Medusa. So like 2,000 gold more between two heroes combined.
Yeah.
They're not even defending. This is
No, they're really not.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, the
they
Bloodlust
can't
Alacrity Medusa is sort of cooked.
oh, look at the back door.
Oh, here we go. Backdoor's defending.
Team Spirit are doing it. The
They're
back
gonna hit
door.
through it anyway. The Midas giving them most of the attack speed to take those barracks. People say it's just about the money. They know nothing. QFY's gone. Okay, guys, 10 seconds until the next Midas. How many do you think he's going to get on the wave that spawns? I'm going to go for, I reckon he's going to get 3 times. Oh, hold on, they're actually jumping him right now. No, no, it's just coming off cooldown. Ah, you can't do it to him. The Poshkari's gone. Midas off cooldown. I sealed his fate with that one, really. Raw coming down onto Rue, just trying to hold them back and allow Saxy to survive this one. But Malik pops a BKB and just beelines in for the Templar Assassin. Wants that kill and is going to get it. Shad backs off the Phoenix. Unfortunately, going to be dragged right back in due to the cooling. Buyback from Kaori. They need to hold these top barracks somehow.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
I just don't know how.
Team Spirit just reset. They have 3 minutes in the Aegis to get your resources, move back towards the top side of the map, and in this moment of reset, Na'Vi, they're going to try and find something. They're smoked up on 3. Again, they don't want to find the Medusa. They want to find a Dawn or a Muerta or an Invoker, get a cheap kill, but again, 25,000 gold down at the 25-minute mark. This is, even if you find a hero, it's probably going to be quite a difficult pickoff.
Regen on Satanic as well. Yeah, good luck. Tornado going to catch out onto the Lion. Kaori also spotted as well. Team Spirit looking to clean up here if they find them. But Na'Vi, they are going to disappear into the darkness. Disappear into the night.
Do you see Satanic? He just drew the line mid. He's like, don't even go top, guys.
Yep,
Just
it's
straight
over.
mid. What a call. Alright. Again, it's not even like a crazy call. They are just so far ahead, they can just do this. Love the confidence. Let's see if they somehow
Oh,
blunder
AC
this one.
as
It would
well.
be pretty
Look at that
difficult.
attack speed. It's ridiculous. Look at that amount of damage coming out of this Medusa right now. They're just dead. QBF1 actually can't do a damn thing. No buybacks
GG.
available. GG is called. Game number 1. It's quick, it's convincing, and it's clean from Team Spirit.
Yeah, what's it with us covering game 1s that are just...
Hey, they lost their first series. They've lost the first game of their second series. Can they bring it back together and get themselves a 1-1 at least to start off their tournament life? We are going to find out right now.
The early smoke. Whoop! You've been broken, the Poshka, run away.
Yeah, it was a little bit awkward when you break around mid.
And did you see what he did there, by the way, on the Poshka?
I did not.
He was smoked up. He had sentry, he had boots. He then ran halfway, put the boots back in the courier, sent the courier back to then sell it.
Oh.
Often, again, the tech we saw would be you buy boots, run to secret shop, sell, and then you'd finish it. So it's kind of, again, maybe we've seen it, but again, recently I've not really seen too much of it. I think Bounty Rune plays is often just the
30 seconds
kind of
to battle.
very much understood, but that's pretty nice little boots courier stuff. Didn't really work out though because he just ran into an Earth Spirit because he can roll to mid lane. But he didn't even roll because he hadn't leveled it, but he can walk to mid lane. There we go, that's better.
It is indeed.
I kind of, do you know when you say certain things, but it's from muscle memory? Saying roll to mid lane was such a 5-year throwback to Earth Spirit support, where he just triple rolls to mid.
Yeah, just bombed it down mid to get down a ward.
Yeah.
Not even worthwhile anymore. Nobody cares as Boom tries to come in for the bounty rune, but is just going to end up feeding his life away. Down he goes. Satanic getting first blood as well on the Alchemist. So my boy is rich. Damn, look at that money. Woo! Stun himself here, most likely. Oh, gets it off onto the Dark Widow as well, though. That's value right there. A ton of damage as well, because Willow's got the facet, which does more damage the closer you are to her for longer inside Shadow Realm. You actually end up like doing a whole chunk of damage to the Alchemist there with that Shadow Realm proc.
You need to be careful. And this is the key lane, right? Like everything we've hyped up about Spirit is built around Malik becoming this kind of like unkillable early game hero.
Yeah, and also everything we build up against Na'Vi is all about Shad becoming this absolute boss Shadow Fiend. So yeah, this really is make or break down here. That's pretty hype. For
some reason,
AFK farm.
Do you know, so we hovered on the facet of Kraken Shell, and for some reason I misread it, and I read it as Kraken Shell gains permanent damage when a hero disconnects under the effects of Ankle Smash. I was like, wait, what?
That's interesting. He was just DCing from the game every 5 seconds.
The Spirit coach is just running over and unplugging the Ethernet cable every time he Ankle Smash. He's like, haha, free Kraken. No abs. I had to reread it. I was like, that's a shit facet if that's the thing.
Yeah. Imagine someone's innate increases pause time for your team. My god, thanks to you, he's just taking so much damage here against Alina at mid. In fact, he might be in some trouble. Gonna roll forwards onto Lal, kick Lal back under the tower. Oh, it's a very, very aggressive. He's gonna be forced to Fairy Fire and bottle up here. But with the bottle coming out and the water rune spawning, Sanctity will be okay for now. Lal having to bottle up as well. So that was a very necessary play from Sanctity to go for that push back under the tower and try to equalize the lane just a little bit. But yeah, top, it's getting started right now. Satanic laying down the stun onto the both of them, and with Paposhka dishing in the damage from the sidelines. My goodness, that Acorn shot with the acid spray is doing so much damage.
That was, yeah. Especially because he contained two heroes on top of each other to then layer the concoction as well. It was...
Yeah, these two heroes work very well together.
Yep. Acid spray for my armor, plus Acorn shot for the damage, then bushback for the concoction. Like every single spell enables each other perfectly. This is a lane we don't really talk about ever, like out Hoodwink, but so much combination available.
Yeah, this is some really good tech from Team Spirit. I haven't seen this before, and I was a little bit surprised to see them flex the poking around like this, but yeah, really good.
Naposha does like playing the 5 Hoodwink. He's one of the few 5 players that does sport the hero. Not the best start for Na'Vi, right? Dropping a couple kills early on.
New.
It kind of does boil the question down where it's like, Earth Spirit versus Lina. The reason why Lina became so popular is... I have to hold my breath for a second. Ooh, God, you gotta kill. Oh, a solo kill in mid lane.
Yep.
But Lina is like... Do you know when you have like flavors of ice cream? She is just like, just a vanilla ice cream, you know? Like, no one hates it, no one loves it. You can't beat it in lane. It just exists. Like, she is just always there. And having this type of mid hero is so annoying. Like, realistically, what hero would you pick mid to beat the mid Lina? It's not like an Ember where you can pick a Huskar or a Monkey King, right? It is just a, oh, they've got Lina. Fuck. You know?
Yep. Oh no, I have a melee hero. I'm gonna have a miserable time. Usually it's about trying to play on the edge or cut waves or, you know, do something, stack. But Sanctity just tried to kind of skill his way into the game, skill his way into the matchup. Didn't work out for him at all. He's now pretty far behind, and yeah, Lal's going to be a complete monster in this game, which is concerning.
We'll see how they can react to it, of course. Dark Willow, Naga Siren Mars, these heroes, they rotate quite well. So if Lal does step up too far, then all it takes is one kickback into any TP and you can... Excuse me, sorry, the Lina can potentially go down.
Yeah, that's always... I mean, that's going to be a case in pretty much until the Lina has BKB.
Meanwhile, boom.
Ooh,
left alone.
Yeah, I try to go for the TP out, but that's not going to happen, and now you're dead without TP. Maybe a walk of shame back for Boom, as Sanctity getting jumped once again under the tier 2 tower. Kaori TP's in for this, as so does OBFY as well, but... UBFY, sorry, but they're not really connecting, so... There's just two heroes now just sitting in the middle lane. They're going to try and make the play here, but they actually roll past Lal onto Rue. Lal immediately engaging with the Laguna Blade, but the support's just dealing the damage to the Lina instead. Lina is actually going to go down. Oh, they just get her so close, but the Lina does fall. So good trade for Na'Vi here, considering how the middle lane was going.
Yeah, especially because you're a level 4 Earthlit rolling into a level 6.5 Lina, right? If Rue on the Pugna was level 4, he would have a point in decrep, which probably would have kept the Lina alive, but yeah, not to be the case. Na'Vi, though, utilizing their supports.
It's pretty bad when there's a level 4 Spirit rolling in, though, and the Lina is just Laguna Blades him, and it's like,
he also missed the roll, right? Like, he wanted to hit Lina, he somehow hit Pugna, it's like, oh...
Everything about that was very wrong for Sanctity, but that's alright. He's got his level 5 now, at least, so... Doesn't change anything, but... Actually, it kind of does, because you can one-shot range creeps.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, level 5's actually pretty big for the Esper. I lied to your face.
Don't like it when you lie to my face. You've,
No, I don't either, but, you know, it's an affectation.
We'll work on it, don't worry.
No, it can't
shrugging
be
off everything.
flooded with illusions here is Kaori. Thinking about it, yeah, he's trying to figure out if he lives in a universe where he steals a wisdom rune. And he's realized that he doesn't. This is not the one. Try the next multiverse. Well, very intelligently, just gonna go and poke his nose into the jungle. Just see if there's any creep stacks to be farmed, whether Sanctity's been up to some shenanigans. He hasn't.
Looking for Boom again, they're getting the concoction ready.
Boom sees it.
They're just going for a pull. And tied under the bot lane.
Ooh,
He does
yeah,
go down. That's Enchi though, right? Like, he's existed here for quite some time, and now they get the kill. It's gonna feel quite nice for a brief second.
Although, a couple of supports being brought in from Team Spirit here. Now, they do have the number advantage on the side of Na'Vi, but Shad is low. Shad got to go for the ultimate here, though, fearing back both of them. Maposhka finds himself on the receiving end here, and he uses the bushwhack to try and get himself away. I think Maposhka might just live through this. Shad, he can't reach. Doesn't have it. The squirrel lives. Shad will be left empty-handed. The Pugna also was just able to TP out of that one as well, so it could have been 2 kills. Ended up being 0. Very nice play from Shad, though. Got to give him credit for that. That was a lovely Requiem.
It was, you know, so close, yet you see that extra spell to get a single kill. Sanctity, though, is sitting there. He has the magnetize. I feel like he wants to get a couple kills under the belt, but yet to have that assistance. Oh, okay, Mars TP back in. This has to be a kill.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good as well. The arena's down. Oh, the spear goes flying absolutely wild. With the magnetize down onto 2 of them, Lal's certainly going to meet its demise. Kaori will die in response, but Rue's life is running out. The magnetize out, and Maposhka also catching a magnetize here as well, although Sanctity is going to fly off in the wrong direction, and that'll make sure that Maposhka can actually live through this one.
Radiant's top tower is
Good TP from Boom, though. Great setup with that arena. Sure, the spear didn't quite land, but it doesn't matter. Magnetize comes out, the damage comes in, and they do get the kill. But we do have to worry about the sort of big
let's
red
talk
line
about
that's sort of
hey. Okay, there we go. Let's
erecting on
look
the
away.
left-hand side of
No,
our screen.
Stop.
Okay, all right.
Let's look at a replay instead. All right, let's look at how the fact that, you know, Sanctity sets up on the mid, Boom misses a spear, but it's okay. You know, you're contained, magnetize, you're getting kills, you're feeling good. Let's just not talk about the complete free farm alchemist.
No, it doesn't matter.
No.
So does a game of mentality, okay? We'll be worrying about things like that.
Oh, okay, let's talk about him. Yep, he's about to complete the relic at minute 10.
Yeah, sometimes I like to see the talisman first, sometimes I like to see the relic first. I think this is
Dire are scanning.
pretty even argument for both. Although they're looking for him here, they're going to use the Requiem into the sidelines. They need a little bit more damage. Boom is going to be here, but he doesn't have an arena available for another 14 seconds. They're going to be able to turn around and blow up Boom. And now a song from Kaori. And this is probably just everybody leaving. Yeah, indeed. TP out from the Shad. I feel a little closer than Shad maybe realized there, but would have loved that ejector seat button. you get with Nagasaren in the game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Smoked
10
on Na'Vi.
minutes in now. The
They don't get the
assassination
kills
attempt
top,
was
yeah.
unsuccessful.
Radiant are
But they're gonna go again, right? It's like you try top, you go again. But they're running into 2 supports. It's not as if they're finding a big core down here. Oh, okay, well Malik just TP'd in, so maybe they do find a big
wobbling
core.
over, but Sancti's already been distracted by the Pugger in the backlands, which is fair. You want to just try and bring down Rue as quickly as possible, but then comes the Ravage and TP out from Lal. Suddenly, there's 4 heroes hereby, but Boom sees a great opportunity to just go in for the arena. And Shad, he's nearby. He's got Requiems to throw on down here. Actually, he doesn't. He's all gone cooldown, so it's just going to have to be the plain old Razors, and that's not going to be enough. Lina still able to keep her ground and throw out these spells and force back the side of Na'Vi. A decent fight proposed, but not really converted upon as they lose their Earth Spirit and only trade it for a Bugner. So, big win here for Team Spirit.
Yeah, to bring 5 heroes to kill a support is not going to feel good, especially because your mid lane, 46 CS, barely above the bottom of all the cores, not even above anyone, just no net worth. It's not going to feel good. 5,000 gold lead, and you can say, oh, but it's an Alk, but realistically, it's that Lina also doing incredibly well. 2,000 gold above the Earth Spirit.
Yeah, Earth Spirit just TP'd top to try and stop this Alchemist from taking the tower, but he's less than half his net worth. That's that down at bottom side. Lal will fall. Malik also in some trouble as well, but there comes that Kraken Shell breaking it up, and now Shad, they need some help, team. They're not going to be able to give him anything. They're all out of juice. Shad is going to go down in the end. A little bit too hungry for the kill onto Malik in the end.
They finally killed the Lina. Was like, you know what? This is our time. I say finally. She has died 3 times, but at least in the last couple of minutes, it has felt like she was untouchable to some degree. But yeah, Shadowfiend overstepping his mark, and Spirit again ready to capitalize on that.
Now,
Titanic TPing in with Concoction.
Again, being jumped here. It's incredibly ambitious from QBFY. I can't believe he tried to make that play. You know, almost worked. The thing, I mean, with this facet, if you do find somebody solo, then
sure,
your Bedlam damage just does crazy damage in the inside of that Shadow Realm.
Okay. Okay. Do you know when you see item timing, you're like, okay, maybe they make a play. I'm looking at Na'Vi, it's like you got Blade Mail and Earth Spirit, and you have Blink very soon on Mars. So there is a window where they jump, right? Like, I think there's so much pressure on Boom. If he messes his arena, or if he doesn't find Lina, then the fights will be just so difficult. Like, they need to stop her from getting the burst off.
Let's do some maths here, okay? Let's do some maths, okay? They're 6k down on the side of Na'Vi. However, the Alchemist isn't really coming to that many fights at the moment. He's got 11k net worth, which means if they're fighting and it's 4 on 5 and the Alchemist doesn't show up, then you're at a net worth advantage here, so they're going to win. Malik, slowly but surely, ravaging his way out of here, hitting his boom just to make sure he goes down. That's a Ravage wasted. All right. Yeah, that was unexpected. Ravage wasted is up in the top side. QBFY is going to meet its demise. Thought he could just come in and kind of throw away Defender Tower. Not going to happen when we push through the neighborhood.
I do apologize, but your entire logic is flawed with Alchemist.
No.
Because he went for Blink Dagger, which means he will join in on the fights.
No, he won't join the fights, T.
Right, okay, so farming Blink, yes, of course. To Blink between counts. I get it, okay. Well, that's what Na'Vi have to hope for. That is a farming Blink Dagger, not a fighting Blink Dagger. And,
again, it's a mentality game. Whatever you need to tell yourself to give yourself confidence in these fights.
I mean, sometimes you could argue that you're being delusional, and which might even hurt your ability to win the game, but that's a whole other story. Ravage is on cooldown. Will Na'Vi try and utilize this? They're smoked up on Willow and Mars, of course. Plenty of damage between the 2 of them, if they are to find a hero. But if Lina finds you now with the Aghanims, you're going to be sent back to base very quickly. And the smoke didn't really provide anything. They just ran to the mid tower.
Yep. They will take this middle tower, though. Not particularly difficult considering the health it was on. Been abandoned long ago. Lina with these travels just moving around the map, trying to be as active as possible. Giving Satanic the time he needs to come online. And yeah, Radiance, Blink, BKB going to be coming up very shortly as well. 12k net worth at 50 minutes into the game. Almost hitting 1k GPM at this point. People don't say it's very difficult to hit 1k GPM, but I think it's not. It's just players won't do it because it's just a bad way to play at Dota in its current state. Satanic looking to blink in, does find Kaori on the back lines here and immediately going to blow up the Earth Spirit and the Naga Siren. Both of them are just gone. Rue will be losing his life, but man, what an insignificant kill to get in return. Don't feel good. Oh, QBFY can't make it out of that one either. Tries to go for the TP, but gets cancelled out. Now Satanic blinks past the spear. That looked like it landed, but it didn't. And now Satanic gets to keep on chasing, and boom, slowly but surely going to be losing his life here. I would have... oh, never mind. Side goes the wrong way. Boom gets away.
He's respecting that Shadow Fiend could maybe have been parked up on the high ground there.
Ah, yeah.
So something that we didn't really mention, right? Lina with the Aghanims, you get magic resistance. So when she throws all her spells into the Earth Spirit Blade Mail, she doesn't really care, right? It's like, alright, cool. Congrats, I've now got... What was it? An old school hood level of resistance.
Yeah, Hood of Defiance.
So just brushes it off with ease, and again another Na'Vi move that's just met by just a wall of survivability from Team Spirit. Again, the arenas just need to be a little bit better from Boom. He needs to find a bigger hero. He can't just jump the Pugna. Oh, concoction on 3.
Whoa, 3-man concoction. The follow-up, is it going to come in? I mean, Kaori pops the song, but Satanic pops a BKB. Going to try and cancel out this song and allow his team to come in, but they're only really going to find QBFY here. Still, QBFY the hero. It would now be done. Oh, and that's a big one on the sidelines as well. Damn, what was the SF doing up there?
He was dying.
Oh, yeah, well, okay.
Do you know when you watch a game and you can just feel that one team just isn't able to play at all?
Yes.
That's exactly what's happening here. And it's 2 games in a row, right? Like, Na'Vi, both games, there's not really been a window where you're like, ah, this is their moment, you know? It just feels uncomfortable. Yeah. We'll see if they can try and find something. But it really boils down to like a Smoke and Spirit not being in position. But if you look at the minimap, like look how close Spirit are playing together, right? Like they're all in this top corner of the map together, in that kind of top quadrant. They're ensuring that if there is a move to be made, then they'll be able to rotate to it. As we look at the replay here, right, it's like Na'Vi up in this aggressive position. Because of the Satanic BKB, he can chase down the Naga Siren. And Shad showed on the way for a brief second, enabling Miposhka to be able to bushwhack him and to set him up. Oh, and QBFY is dead.
Yep, gone again. Melted. Malik, I mean, it's been a bit of a rock this game. Hasn't really needed to do much, but you know, one whiffed Ravage. Rest of the time, just kind of being that big old watermelon on the front line for his team. It really is a Satanic show so far, though. Lol doing very well as well, but yeah, we're watching this out for sure. Oh, what a glorious 2 camps to see as well. The Hill Trolls and the Golems. That is maximum money.
And now Spirit kind of entering that natural position when they have a sizable lead at the 20-minute mark. It's just push out the waves, set yourself up to look towards the 20-minute Roshan. If they do show themselves for a brief second, like the Shadow Fiend in bot lane, you will be deleted. But that is the product of pushing every wave out and always being ready to capitalize on it. Oh, UBF White.
Nice catch from Satanic here onto Kaori. Kaori going to try and use the invis to keep himself alive, but Satanic will let him go. Doesn't want to quite jump up the high ground just yet, even though he does have that BKB available. Knows this team wouldn't be able to follow him and doesn't want to do anything rash. In we go, onto the Tormentor. Take that one away from them as well. And a nice TP out on the top side. From the Mars as they actually go aggressively here, but of course the BKB available from Satanic, so the arena's not going to be able to connect. If you want to get somebody inside that arena with the BKB, then you need to be able to land the spear first.
Yep.
Arena second.
I'd say if he speared the arena, it'd have been a different story, right? But he went for the play that allowed the BKB, and oh, they're trying to terrorize into the high ground, doesn't connect. Again,
yeah,
no
they
arena.
want to try and go for their wisdom room. That ain't going to happen. And yeah, they are fighting without all their tools in the toolbox right now, and that means it's going to get very awkward very quickly. Boom's just going to lose his life. Ravage coming down onto two of the BKBs out from Shad as he uses that Requiem, but it ain't going to do a whole lot, especially with the song there to interrupt it as well. So just every ult he used to try and run away. And they're going to get, what, one hero away? No, Satanic wants Shad. Oh my god. Satanic, madman. Going for the SF kill as the rest of the team deals with Kaori. No, he's in the fountain. You can't kill him here. Oh my god, that's so rude. They will get the spear back into the fountain. Satanic going for the deep dive, and the tip comes out. A buyback spear back from Boom.
You know the worst thing about that from Na'Vi? It's a split kill, right? It's like it's not even like Boom buys back and gets some like epic bounty of gold. It's like Willow, Shadow Fiend, and Mars. You all take a little bit.
A little piece of the pie.
I mean, if there ever was a time to buy back, that is a pretty good time to do it, but still.
Oh, wait, yes, it is. 620 plus 1,500 shared between four heroes. I mean, it's a bit, but then you look at the gold advantage of Team Spirit and you realize it's not a bit. Oof.
Just a classical one-sided game.
Oh, wait, look at that flick. Look at the flick.
Oh, that's the Boom buyback flick.
That's the flick of dreams right there. Bringing it back.
BKBs are coming out though. Earth Spirit and Lena both have one. They are ready to rumble. Well, 23 minutes in.
Yarp.
Yarp. There you go for bot lane.
20 worth just hit by the Shadow Fiend. Lena, only 6k gold behind him.
It's that I click on Shadow Fiend. I'm not like nothing about Shad, but I'm just not impressed by the what's he gonna really bring to the fight, right? Even when he gets Crystallis, like I want a Daedalus. When he gets Daedalus, I want a Satanic, right? Like in this stage of the game, being down so much gold, you just don't farm as quick, right? As an Alk, even like a Lena, it's just.
No, I mean even watching
it is a long road.
It's just super miserable.
Yeah.
You know, you got no attack speed with his build. You got not really much damage. I mean, okay damage, I guess, but
it's just all survivability.
Yeah. Crystallis picked up though, so fight potential, maybe some potential in. I mean, I think you need to go for this, right? Like they're gonna look, like just go for the song play. They see Satanic here, they're actually gonna be able to get him knocked back, so that will be just straight up
kill.
Dead. Really big kill. Spirit though, they're looking, they're hunting, but will they be finding? Lol is seen on the side, but with that Aghanim's going to be able to choo away from that one pretty quickly. And how hard do you want to go for this? Sanctity, very, very hard is the answer. Not really connecting on a whole lot here. Like the Magtizer's coming down, Boom whiffs the spear, and that's getting very awkward indeed. Right clicks from Shad from the side, they do hurt. If he lands any crits here, that's really, really gonna hurt. As there's a Requiem coming down, but Sanctity is dead. Right clicks down onto the Lena. Can they take her Aegis away? She's gonna pop the ultimate, turn around, just blasting into Shad. Shad very low. TP out with the song covering it. There's gonna be the play here from the side of Na'Vi. So we'll get 2 out. QBFY forced to leave on the side and will also be able to escape. So yeah, it does look like it's going to be a clean getaway from Na'Vi in the end. So all in all, you know, Sanctity dying, not really great. A kill onto Alchemist, very, very good. The Aegis being taken on the Lina, very, very good. So I think you should be pretty happy about the side of Na'Vi, yeah.
Yeah, you take anything as a positive, right? Like any pickoff feels good. And the fact that like we say, oh, Shad just got Crystalus, right? And now after that those chain of events, he's pretty much at a demon edge, like 500 gold away. And it's like, yeah, pretty positive. That is, if you are a Na'Vi fan, you really are just hoping Shad can quietly get through these next couple of engagements, get a kill or two, not die. Even if you go like, if you trade a lot of lives for it, Shad has to be the one to last the longest to make sure his economy isn't impacted the most by the kind of the survival fights that they're taking. And now there's no Aegis. Well, Spirit might want to kind of second guess what they want to do just a little bit. Of course, an incredible lead. Like they are so far ahead.
Yeah, this isn't one of those leads where you're just like, oh, it's just an alchemist, you know, like, oh, it doesn't really matter too much. No, this is it's a terrifying lead. It's a real lead. It's going to be felt in the fights as well. So yeah, the fact that Na'Vi were able to make something of that last engagement is very impressive indeed.
Yeah, well, it was. Oh, even using Arena. Okay.
Yeah, wants to try and delay things a bit. Okay. Use Arena, I use Ravage, that's the way it goes. And Gudi comes in just to finish the job. Everybody else just needs to leave on the side of Na'Vi now, get up to that high ground and do your best to defend. Ooh, BKB. Thanks to just going to leave, roll himself away. Going in too much danger. Ooh, yeah. You know, this is chill. Shad shoving up the top wave, just trying to be annoying. Kaori doesn't have the vision down to see Lal's Shadow Blade, but he didn't have much time left on it. I think he used it whilst he was TPing, I'm guessing. Very close, Lal, to closing the gap onto that Naga Siren as Satanic gets a kill onto QBFY.
The fact that this game is like one Shad mispositioning from just being over is also pretty uncomfortable feeling. Like he'll step up, it just takes one bushwhack, one ravage, one concoction into then Lina, and your carry disappears. He doesn't have buyback as well. He fully invested into the Daedalus.
Yeah, which I think you should be doing, but yeah,
oh, for sure. But you need to. Oh, wow, that's a very early Requiem.
Yeah, trying to close it onto the Alk, and Alk just going to BKB. Spear obviously not going to do anything to Satanic here. The song is going to be there, but Shad, into the cover of Invis, does get himself away. Another BKB ends from the Alchemist as well. Alchemist is low. They could actually try and do this. They will. They bring him down with the right click. See you later. Mr. Shadow Fiend, though, as they trade carries. And now, Lina, she's seeing a lot of resources haven't been used on the side of Na'Vi, and maybe there's an opportunity for her to get involved, but Na'Vi won't give her the opportunity.
I will argue that this could have been a cleaner kind of close to the game from Spirit. I think there's been a couple Satanic moves that have kind of made the game feel a little bit longer. Like we somehow got to Mars getting a BKB and like a 4-star on an Naga Siren in a staff game. Now Boom using that BKB very, very quickly as he drags his anchor. I didn't realize how much of a thick line that Druid is.
Yeah, he could do some art with that as Tanksy's just going to get his life taken from him by Lal down on the bottom side. Just 100 to 0'd very easily by Lal.
Lina is just the Nyx assassin from the mid lane, right? Like, with this build. Oh. Spear 223, connecting on Spear 224 in the Abyss.
And Boom's gone as well. Okay, Lal now godlike. I don't think Alchemist is a problem, guys.
I think Lal's a bit of a problem.
Yes. Alright, new target. I mean, in fairness, when Na'Vi decide to kill somebody, it tends to work. In the early game, when Lal was becoming a problem.
Oh, Satanic's now back in his hunting spot.
Just dueling again.
Well, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just having a fight. Just throwing hands. It's pretty hype. I do feel like Team Spirit could also just, you know, end the game, but maybe they want to wait for Roshan and all that good stuff.
If Satanic got caught again, it's like 3-4 times in a row. Oh. But this time he does not go down. And his team is behind him. So the next Satanic move should, in theory, be covered by, you know, the Ravage for protection, all the toolkit that we've been mentioning from Spirit.
And that toolkit goes deep.
It does.
Got a lot of tools, but you need to have play with your team in order for them to be used, which has been the critical issue so far for Satanic. Doing a little bit
every
of
man for himself
solo
situation.
Roaming. Yeah.
Oh look, sorry, you know, you bait Satanic 3 times by himself. Now the 4th time,
smart.
yeah, it's not obvious that they're behind him. Refused.
There is, I mean, the ESF is showing no signs of actually coming home.
Oh, well.
Okay, the ESF is dead, so he is coming home, just not on his terms and in 60 seconds. So it might be longer than they're allowed to wait, to be honest, as bottom barracks, melee are gonna fall. Lyle immediately looking into the tree lines here, seeing if there's a minute to find. Must be bottom barracks going down. Just Savage into Luna. Okay. Hey, what are we watching here, T?
Just an overthrow match.
Yeah, well, Lars put everything into Laguna Blade and is just one-shotting people.
Yeah, he's put multiple investments in his ult getting upgraded.
Yeah, it feels OP.
A little bit. Well, luckily for Na'Vi at least, I don't think they're playing any more today. So they are going to be able to take a full break after this pretty rough showing on day 1.
What are you saying? Are they hitting the... Oh, hold on, Satanic's in the fountain again.
But not dead yet.
Oh, reel him in, get him back in. Yeah, shit. Oh, okay. This is like,
I don't know why you're
this is
surprised
Dota.
at
This
this
is
point.
whack-a-mole. This is literally just whack-a-mole.
Just let Lol, yeah. And look at the cooldowns, by the way. He'll do it again very soon.
Hey, want to watch me do it again? Oh. No, maybe not the play.
Yo, hype cast it for the clip, man. Hype, you know, when they do the highlight package, so the Spirit looks like they're really good. Go.
Yep, okay. Shad trying to defend here with the ultimate, but it's just not enough. Lal doing way too much damage. Gets through 1, gets 2, and that will be the end of the game as Spirit take them all down. Lal just taking anybody he wants.